problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their stories with all of you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
You'll see all of that today and more. These behaviors provide an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit a doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see our killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors can strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason that they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca, but more commonly they are known as killer whale. Here at SeaWorld, our 5 killer whales have their very own personal names. We have our 2 males, Trua and Makayo, and we have 3 females, Katina, Nalani, and Malia. Makayo is our youngest killer whale at 10 years old, and Trua is 15. Nalani and Malia are both 14 years old, and Katina is our oldest killer whale at 44 years old. Katina is our matriarch or leader of our pod. Now, our killer whales trust us, and they take an active role in their health and well-being. Some of the first behaviors that we teach our whales are husbandry or healthcare behaviors. These behaviors are designed specifically to monitor the health of each individual animal. Now here in our slide out, we have Kelly and Makayo, and in just a moment, Makayo will be demonstrating a fluke present. This fluke present is an important behavior because this behavior allows us to collect a blood sample from our whales. Just like we know to go to the doctor, we hold our arm out very still. Our whales are conditioned to roll over and present their tail flukes and hold that tail nice and still for us and our veterinary staff. If you take a look at that white underside of their tail, you might see the vein that runs alongside, and that's where we collect that blood sample from. And we'll do this about once a month with each of our whales. Not only is this an important husbandry behavior, but it is also a great way for our trainers to build a relationship with our animals. Another important health diagnostic that we collect from our whales is a weight. Just like you and I know, either at home or at the doctor's office, to step on a scale, our killer whales know to slide up onto a killer whale size scale that we have in an adjacent environment. And Makayo will demonstrate this slide out behavior right in front of you guys. Now you will see that his tail is still in the water, so to get an accurate reading of just exactly how much Makayo would weigh, we would ask him to lift that tail up and out of the water. This way we can make sure that the young whales are growing appropriately and the adult whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Hey everyone, we're down here on the left side of the stadium talking about learning and observation. Just like we all can learn through watching others, our killer whales can learn through watching the other whales, watching us, and even watching you guys. So today we're going to put that to the test. In just a moment, we're going to have our entire left side of the stadium stand up. And on the count of 3, we're going to have you guys stomp your feet real nice and big. We're going to see if Makayo can follow along. Looks like he's ready. You guys can go ahead and stand up look at their surrounding environment. Mikhail will demonstrate this with what's called a sliding bow towards center stage. Once you guys see Mikhail do that big jump, you guys can give him a great big cheer. All right, everyone on my right side, yeah, you guys can go ahead and stand up. Right there with Megan and Trua, we're going to be doing a breach. Looks like we all have that hand signal ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now this breach is also a great way for our whales to take a look at their surrounding environment, but researchers also believe that is another way for the whales to announce that they have arrived. Once again, here comes Trua. Let's hear it once again for our whales and for all our audience volunteers. SeaWorld's research and observation of killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know now that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months, information that would be impossible to obtain out in the wild. Some information, however, can only be obtained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like their Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to help further this knowledge. Killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of this power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales create ways to hunt, and they use those powerful flukes to stun their prey. Here's a demonstration. For the whales, it's a fun activity session. But for all of you, it means it's time to get wet. food a day. In the wild, their diet varies depending on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.